Off Palawan, the air is charged with tension and opportunity. A massive natural gas field, Malampaya East 1, has been discovered, potentially rewriting the Philippines' economic future. For a nation long dependent on imported fuel, this find could power millions of homes and industries, and finally bring energy independence within reach. But this discovery sits in the heart of the West Philippine Sea, one of the world's most contested maritime zones. The region is now the focus of both hope and heightened rivalry. At the same time, the Philippines and the United States are rapidly building new joint military bases along the coast. These aren't just outposts, they're strategic strongholds, projecting power and signaling resolve. The construction is a direct response to China's growing assertiveness in the area. China's 9-line claim overlaps with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, creating a fundamental conflict. Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia vessels are a constant, intimidating presence. The new bases are Manila's answer, a deterrent, a shield for its resources, and a symbol of the US-Philippines alliance. For Washington, these bases are a renewed commitment to a treaty ally and a strategic foothold in a vital region. The stakes are high. Economics, law, and military strategy are colliding in the calm waters of the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines sees Malampaya East 1 as a sovereign birthright, a key to prosperity and security. China, meanwhile, is determined to assert its own expansive claims. The result is a high-stakes contest for influence and control. The new gas riches and military might are deeply intertwined, shaping the future of the region. The world is watching as the Philippines stands at the center of this unfolding drama. The outcome will determine not just the fate of a gas field, but the balance of power in Southeast Asia. The West Philippine Sea is now the epicenter of a struggle that could define the region for generations. The calm surface hides a brewing storm of ambition, rivalry, and hope. The next moves will shape the destiny of the Philippines and the entire region. The Malampaya East 1 gas field could spark an economic revolution for the Philippines. With the original Malampaya field nearly depleted, this new discovery offers a lifeline: energy self-sufficiency for decades. Stable domestic gas means lower electricity prices, more jobs, and a surge in government revenues for vital services. It's not just about energy, it's about national development and a brighter future. Factories could expand, small businesses thrive, and infrastructure projects accelerate, all powered by Philippine resources. But the gas field lies in contested waters, making its development risky. Security guarantees are essential for investors and for the nation's future. The economic windfall is driving the Philippines to modernize its defenses and strengthen alliances. Protecting Malampaya East 1 is about more than profit. It's about sovereignty and progress. The treasure is there, but it must be secured. The stakes are national prosperity and the ability to chart an independent path. The Philippines must prove it can defend what's rightfully its own. The new joint military bases are a strategic response to rising tensions in the West Philippine Sea. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, the U.S. can pre-position equipment and rotate troops through Philippine bases. These sites, like Balabac and Pagasa, are chosen for their proximity to contested waters, enabling rapid response to any crisis. The goal: deter aggression, protect resources, and ensure a robust defensive posture. U.S. presence adds another layer of security, raising the stakes for any potential aggressor. The bases serve as watchtowers and launch pads, cutting response times dramatically. This rapid capability is a powerful deterrent, making hostile actions riskier. The alliance is not just symbolic, it's operational, ready, and visible. Together, these bases reinforce the Philippines' resolve to defend its maritime domain. Beijing views the new US-Philippine bases with suspicion, seeing them as part of a US strategy to contain China. China has responded with diplomatic warnings and increased military pressure at sea. Its Coast Guard and maritime militia swarm contested areas, using gray zone tactics to intimidate and harass. Artificial islands in the Spratlys now serve as fortified outposts, projecting Chinese power across the region. Diplomatically, China seeks to divide ASEAN and isolate the Philippines, offering economic incentives to others. The message: the US is an outsider stirring trouble while China is the natural regional partner. This dual approach, military intimidation and diplomatic persuasion, aims to pressure Manila to reconsider its alliance. The Philippines faces a relentless campaign at sea and in the diplomatic arena. China's goal to assert dominance and weaken US influence in the region. The contest is as much about narrative as it is about territory. The Philippines' claim in the West Philippine Sea is anchored in international law. The 2016 Hague ruling invalidated China's 9-dash line and affirmed Philippine rights over its exclusive economic zone. This legal victory is a powerful shield, legitimizing the Philippines' actions to secure its resources. But enforcement is the challenge. China rejects the ruling and continues its activities as if nothing changed. Manila's strategy now combines legal, diplomatic, and security measures. The new bases, an alliance with the US, are about upholding the spirit of the 2016 ruling on the ground. The Philippines is not the aggressor, but a nation defending its rights under international law. Framing its actions, legally, has won broad, international support. The world recognizes the importance of a rules-based maritime order. The legal context is crucial in rallying allies and justifying Manila's stand. US support is transforming the Philippine military. Advanced patrol vessels, surveillance aircraft, and radar systems now bolster maritime awareness. Joint exercises like Balikatan sharpen skills and build interoperability. Intelligence sharing gives the Philippines a clearer picture of activity in its waters. The new EDCA sites enable seamless integration of US support into Philippine operations. US surveillance planes can relay real-time information to Philippine ships, enhancing response. This partnership empowers the Philippines to defend its sovereignty more effectively. It's not about the US fighting for the Philippines, but enabling self-reliance. The alliance is a force multiplier, making the AFP a more credible deterrent. Modernization is about capability, confidence, and control over Philippine waters. China's gray zone tactics use Coast Guard and maritime militia to assert claims without open conflict. These civilian vessels, often larger and better equipped, harass Philippine ships and block resupply missions. The goal: wear down Philippine resolve through constant low-level confrontations. Each incident becomes an international flashpoint testing Manila's endurance. Diplomatically, China condemns Philippine actions and warns the US to stay out. Economic leverage is also in play. China hints that trade and investment could suffer if Manila resists. The Philippines must balance defending sovereignty with avoiding economic fallout. China's strategy is multi-pronged pressure at sea, diplomatic rhetoric, and economic threats. The challenge for Manila is to stand firm without triggering escalation. The contest is relentless, with no easy solutions. Upgrades at key bases are transforming Philippine defense. Antonio Bautista Air Base in Palawan now hosts advanced aircraft, boosting surveillance and rapid response. On Balabac, a new airfield and seaport create a southern anchor, extending reach into the Spratlys. Subic Bay, once a US naval base, is now a vital logistics hub for both Philippine and US ships. This network of bases forms a layered defense, logistics, air power, and forward observation all linked. The upgrades mean more persistent patrols and faster reactions to threats. These aren't isolated projects, but nodes in a comprehensive maritime security strategy. The physical improvements symbolize a national commitment to sovereignty. The Philippines is building the infrastructure to monitor and defend its waters like never before. The new bastions are the backbone of a modern, resilient defense posture. The AFP is undergoing its most significant transformation ever. Once focused on internal threats, it's now pivoting to territorial defense. Modern frigates, fighter jets, and patrol vessels give the Philippines a credible maritime presence. Joint training with US forces has raised professionalism and confidence. A new generation of officers is mastering naval and air operations. The AFP is becoming more capable, motivated, and self-reliant. The goal handles security challenges in Philippine waters independently. The US alliance remains vital, but the Philippines aims for true self-reliance. The modernization drive is about sovereignty and standing tall in a complex region. The AFP is now a more confident guardian of the nation's territory and resources. The West Philippine Sea has brought the region to a crossroads. Secure development of Malampaya East 1 could fuel growth and transform the Philippines. A modernized military and strong alliance offer deterrence and hope for a rules-based order, but increased military presence raises the risk of miscalculation and conflict. The region walks a tightrope between deterrence and provocation. The West Philippine Sea is now a key theater in US-China competition. The choices made here will ripple across Asia and the world. The hope, a stable equilibrium where the Philippines can deter aggression and manage disputes peacefully. The risk escalation into a new Cold War, or worse. The stakes are nothing less than the peace and prosperity of Asia for generations.